Hi, Dave Lalonic here. So I recently watched a video where Paul Akers was being interviewed, and one of the things he said in the video that I found very interesting is he said, being organized doesn't make you lean. So I gave that some thought, and I thought I would do a video to touch on that subject a little bit more. So Paul's completely right. Here at my company, Sticky RX, we are extremely organized in a lot of cases. Some cases we're not. And we're spending tremendous resources getting more and more organized daily. But we're doing so by applying lean concepts. And let me explain what I mean by that. So first of all, to be lean, you have to see waste to be able to eliminate waste. And that's what we do here. You can be greatly organized. I'll give you an example. So perhaps you have Torx wrenches and you have them in a drawer and they're in Kaizen foam and they're greatly organized, but they're 30 feet away from the point where you would use them. Is that lean? Of course it's not, because you've got a bunch of wasted motion to go get those tools. So there's a big difference between having things tidy and organized and seeing waste, muda, and eliminating waste. And that's what being lean is all about. So off the top of my head, I can think of a couple examples here that are good and bad. One, we have extension cords wrapped up rather tidy in a certain location. The location is the furthest point from where we would ever use the extension cord. So we're going to change that soon. We're going to Kaizen that and improve it. There's other cases where we're very lean. Just recently, Ryan here put a razor blade in our coffee area so that when we want to cut boxes open, we don't have to search and struggle for the razor. It's right where it needs to be. In other cases, we've been working through our cells and getting 3S'ing them, basically sort, sweep, and standardizing, getting all the tools in a home. Everything goes in its home, and it's all in close proximity. So one of the concepts that I was able to learn in Japan back in November with Paul Akers through Mr. Amazawa, who is the former vice president of Toyota Georgetown, Kentucky. The concept is 1 step, 1 second, 1 yen. So what the Japanese do is they break things down into the very basic level, and they analyze all the processes to eliminate waste of motion. That's a phenomenal way to get lean, because in the US especially, we're constantly walking all over the place to get a tool we need or material. And when you start down this journey, one of the things that happens is, because of our culture, you'll hear people say, well, that only takes me 10 seconds. That only takes me 30 seconds. Well, I only spent a few minutes on that. Well, they don't bother to realize and understand that all of this little waste adds up to be a monumental amount of waste as you go through. So what lean thinkers do is they analyze all these processes to remove the wasted motion or other waste associated to get very lean. So being highly organized, but not in a manner that reduces waste of motion or transportation and increases flow, doesn't add any value to the customer, and therefore it's not lean. What we want to do as lean thinkers is trim out all the waste of motion, waste of transportation, and non-value activity so that we can provide a higher value to the customer at a lower cost and be very, very efficient. Being organized is a component of that, but not if you don't organize with lean principles and lean thinking. It won't work. Okay, so I hope that helps. Thanks.